Hello fellow Pokemon fans, I'm Brasscoin and welcome to my channel. Thank you all so much for checking out this video on the Pokemon Presents for August 3rd, the third trailer for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. I'm extremely excited. If you want to see my reaction video, take a look at the card in the upper right hand corner of your video. I will be linking the video for my reaction to that there. That being said, I feel like an analysis video isn't extremely necessary for the trailer because I did a pretty good job of it in my reaction video. Like, there's nothing a lot more that I can talk about inside the actual video itself, aside from mentioning in slow perspective what Pokemon are returning and what that might mean. I feel like it just isn't necessary to do a deep dive into this trailer. Yes, we get the news on the Terrastal forums, which has been leaked for a while now, so we don't get a lot about how the mechanic actually works inside the video itself. So I'm going to be spending some time on Pokemon.com, on the Scarlet and Violet Pokemon.com website, going over the information that they just uploaded there. So that's where I'm going to get all of my information for the Pokemon, its dex entries, and things that we learn about them that aren't shown in the video themselves. So that having been said, we're going to head over to that website now. Alright, so here is the new homepages we're greeted with. This adventure takes place in the Paldea region. As the video announced, we get a map picture. The sprawling landscapes and vibrant towns woven into the Paldea region. Your adventure takes place in the Paldea region, a land of vast open spaces dotted with lakes, towering peaks, wastelands, perilous mountain ranges. Along the way, all sorts of trainers will be adventuring and honing their skills with Pokemon battles. You can find lots of Pokemon living together in a variety of locations, ranging from a farming village with bountiful harvest to a port town with a bustling marketplace. There are also Pokemon living in treetops, rivers, and all sorts of other locations in the wilderness. And they're all just waiting to meet you. So here is a perfect picture of that map area. And it definitely looks like it could be Portugal and Spain. I think it actually is oriented how Spain is officially oriented. If we follow the trail down the left of that ice mountain, around that bowl, through the desert and down to the sea, kind of snaking along with that river, that also could be Portugal, with the right side being Spain. And I'm inclined to believe that more, because if you look at the clouds in the upper right hand corner, that's leading to another area that is obscured. There's definitely something up there, and that would be where it theoretically would connect to the X and Y region, Kalos region. So that's something to pay attention to from a map standpoint. It does very much appear to line up connecting to the Kalos region. Unfortunately, there's no way they would share a league because the league is in the middle of Kalos, but it is interesting to note that the close proximity, they probably are touching in some point. And we just have some additional information about the Pokemon that are going to be appearing here below. It says your adventuring companion, the Rotom Phone, a must-have for traveling in the Paldea region. The Rotom Phone has several apps and features that will come in handy during your adventures. This time, the Pokedex will be loaded onto the Rotom Phone as an app. Your map also will be an app on your Rotom Phone. You'll be able to see a map of the entire Paldea region in the map app, which will naturally show your location currently. You'll also see all kinds of information like nearby towns, Pokemon centers, and wild Pokemon. So it's going to be acting like a Pokemon radar as well, it seems. We'll get to see Pokemon on our map appearing, kind of like you would see in the overworld, I'd imagine, but this time they're just going to be pinging like a map location. Here is a close-up of that photo here. Let's see if it, nope, won't let me double click on it. But it's showing us which direction we need to walk to go and find what. So it's definitely going to be functioning like a Pokemon radar. The mainstay of Pokemon trainers, the Great Outdoor Pokemon Center. Adventuring in the vast Paldea region won't be a walk in the park. In order to battle Pokemon trainers and catch wild Pokemon, you will need to rest your Pokemon and get Pokeballs to catch more Pokemon. To support Pokemon trainers, there are many outdoor Pokemon centers scattered about Paldea. Trainers can easily find Pokemon centers even from far away. Pokemon centers light up at night, and each of them has a Pokeball sign on the roof. It's going to be extremely handy for finding those while out in the wild. There is a Pokemon Center, a Pokemon Mart, and it looks like the Wi-Fi connection area, all located in the same building. Alright, heading back to the homepage, we have one more option that we can click on. Let's go ahead and click on this one. It says, new forms discovered for the legendary Pokemon Koraidon and Miraidon. They are Ride-on Pokemon, rideable Pokemon. During your adventure, you will meet a legendary Pokemon, either Koraidon or Miraidon, and it will join you on your journey. Koraidon and Miraidon are full of mystery and are said to have the power that far surpasses that of other Pokemon. It seems Koraidon and Miraidon have even more forms than those we've already discovered. These Pokemon are capable of changing their forms to better suit what they are doing or what terrain they're traveling over. So we have motorcycle mode to speed across the land. We have wall climb mode, we have jump mode, and we have flying mode as we saw in the video. Ride these legendary Pokemon to embark on an unrestricted adventure. Ride your legendary Pokemon to traverse expansive Paldea region and explore every nook and cranny there. Sprint through plains and deserts, move across water, scale cliff, cross hills, and glide off peaks, very similar to Pokemon Legends Arceus here. Enjoy a fresh and liberating adventure that only an open world can provide. Meet a variety of people and Pokemon alongside your legendary Pokemon, and seek out the mysteries that await you in Paldea. So this just goes into some of the modes. We have Sprint Build Driving Mode. Traveling through the Paldea on foot can be quite a hassle. If you learn how to ride, sprinting, build, Koraidon, or drive mode Miraidon, you'll be able to traverse the expansive Paldea region more freely and at full speed. So we got sprinting build Koraidon, this one's going to be kind of more like running, and we got drive mode, which is more like a motorcycle. We got the swimming build and the aquatic mode. So these are definitely some more of a past and present deal. The Koraidon one is going to be more manual, and the Miraidon one is going to be more automatic, if you will. So swimming build, we have Koraidon floats by making its throat into a flotation device and propels itself by spreading a membrane between its toes and paddling through the water. Miraidon propels itself by rotating its rings, but it also uses jet engines on its legs to move forward in the water. Gliding build and gliding mode. So Koraidon unravels the twist tendrils on its head, forming wings to catch air and glide through the skies, while glide mode Miraidon, the antenna on Miraidon's head, extend and spread a membrane of energy to glide through the skies. Pretty cool there. Alright, once we're here in news, we can select on all news. That's going to bring up everything. We already covered this one right here, but let's go ahead and talk about these Terrastall forms, because this one's actually going to be pretty important. We got Pokemon shine and glimmer like gems thanks to the Terrastall phenomenon. What is the Terrastall phenomenon? This phenomenon is only found in the Paldea region and makes Pokemon shine and glimmer like gems. When a Pokemon terrestrializes, a Terra Jewel appears on the Pokemon's head like a crown, and the Pokemon's body glistens like a cut gemstone. It's said that the Terrastall energy that seeps from the ground of the Paldea region is involved in the phenomenon. Well, obviously. Many details remain unclear, but Professor Sada and Professor Turo are researching this mystery, so that is probably one of the tasks that we're going to be tasked with. This ball right here is extremely important, as we'll see a little bit later. We have some Terra Jewels here first. The Terra Jewel and the luster of the Pokemon's body differ depending on the type. We have a Flower Terra Jewel, a Candle Terra Jewel, which looks awesome, and we have a Fountain Terra Jewel for Water-type Pokemon. All Pokemon that call the Paldea region home can terrestrialize. So that's interesting. No Pokemon will be left out, kind of like Dynamaxing. Master Terrestrializing to dominate Pokemon battles. Terrestrializing holds the key to victory and defeat in the battles in the Paldea region. All Pokemon in Paldea can terrestrialize and gain a special power. First, each Pokemon has a Terra type. A Pokemon's Terra type is inactive until the Pokemon terrestrializes, at which time the Pokemon's type will change to its Terra type. Not in addition to, this is extremely important. It will change to its Terra type. So if you have this Pikachu that they showed in the video and its normal type is electric, and it terrestrializes into a flying type Pikachu, it is now going to be a flying type Pikachu, not an electric flying. It changes to its Terra type. For example, Eevee will have the normal Terra type, but some other Eevee have a flying Terra type. There are 18 types, meaning there are countless combination of Pokemon and Terra types. Terrestrializing a Pokemon allows you to enhance your battle strategies by increasing the power of any moves that have the same type as your Pokemon's Terra type, or by changing your Pokemon's weakness. So it is, in fact, changing its type, not just giving a third type to it. When you activate this special transformation, and the combination of Pokemon and the Terra types you use are up to you. Find out what works best for you to gain the upper hand in battle. You can terrestrialize a Pokemon once per battle, and the transformation will last until the battle ends, much like Mega Evolution. However, this one is going to prove to be less broken. When a terrestrialized Pokemon uses a move that matches its Terra type, and at least one of its original typings, the boost to that move will be even greater. So yes, its type is changing, so Pikachu will be a flying type if you get that flying Pikachu. However, its weakness is going to change to the weakness that of the flying type, but it's going to keep its electric type stab for its original type moves. Not its weaknesses though. The weaknesses will change. At least that's how I'm understanding it at this point. This is where it becomes less broken. You will need a Terra Orb to terrestrialize a Pokemon. Only select trainers in the Paldea region are allowed to carry this special item. Once you terrestrialize a Pokemon, your Terra Orb will lose all of its terrestrial energy, and you won't be able to use it again until it's been recharged. You can charge your Terra Orb if you touch crystals overflowing with terrestrial energy, or go to a Pokemon Center. We did see a nice picture of that in the trailer. I will pop one up on screen here for you in just a moment. That's going to be one of the crystals I imagine that we can go and touch and get some of that terrestrial energy. That having been said, let's move on to one of the next categories, the one that I'm most excited about, the Pokemon that we can find in the region itself. So we're going to select this Pokemon tab. Here we have the Pokemon roster, and we have 3 new entries. We got Satitan. Satitan is an ice type. It is a Terra Whale Pokemon. Thick Fat and Slush Rush are its abilities. Strong muscles and thick blubber. Satitan need to have tough muscles to be able to support their immense bodies, and physical attacks using their bodies have incredible power. They also migrate around the snowy regions, protected by a thick layer of subcutaneous fat. The horn and upper jaw freeze the surroundings. Satitan has 5 hard horns. Among them, the horn and the upper jaw is able to gather ice energy, making the surrounding temperature extremely low and freezing the area around the Pokemon. Okay, that is Satitan. Next, we're going to have Fido. Fido is a fairy-type puppy Pokemon. Way better than Pawmi in my opinion. Its ability is also Own Tempo. I believe that means it can't be confused, which is extremely nice. This Pokemon has a moist, smooth feeling to it. Fido's moist, smooth skin has an elastic qualities and is both firm and soft at the same time. I believe this might help make it immune to electric attacks, but who knows. When these Pokemon become excited, they intimidate their opponents by puffing up their bodies to appear bigger. Now, if this doesn't evolve into some kind of dog eclair or puff pastry, or a donut or loaf of bread dog of some kind, I'm going to be pretty sad. Its breath contains useful yeast. Fido ferments things in its vicinity using the yeast in its breath. Said yeast is useful for cooking, so this Pokemon has been protected by people since long ago. This Pokemon's probably going to be a key player like Milcery was. I'm going to be honest, it seems to have a lot in common with Milcery. They both are going to be seen hanging out around cafes, so that's something to look forward to. Being able to find one of those and see if there's many ways to evolve this one. The next, and potentially my favorite Pokemon, is going to be Paldean Wooper. It is a poison ground type poison fish Pokemon. It's got Poison Point and Water Absorb. So, it is a ground type Pokemon that's not going to be weak to water, because any water move that is used on it is just going to be absorbed and add to its overall health. This Pokemon is probably going to be super broken, and I love it, because Poison is a pretty weak type. It's easily taken out by Ground and Psychic, and there are currently ground poison types such as Nidoking and Nidoqueen, but I feel like this could be potentially better. They live on the land and cover their bodies with a poisonous film. In ancient times, Wooper lived underwater in the Paldea region, but it seems after losing a struggle for territory, they began living in bogs on land. To keep from drying out while they live on land, they began to cover their bodies with a poisonous film. Powerful poisonous liquid emits from their tough gills. These Wooper's gills have hardened thanks to the living on land for so long. Their bodies are heavy and they move more slowly, but they can protect themselves by shooting out poisonous liquid from their gills. You may see poisoned Pokemon in areas where these Wooper live, which is awesome. So this seems to be that these Wooper can poison a Pokemon that you can encounter in the wild. So there's a potential that if you encounter Pokemon around these Woopers, that they'll already be poisoned for you. So that adds a little bit of interest to the catching of these Pokemon. Last but not least, the story unfolds the way you want it to. Weave 3 grand stories into your adventure as you meet Pokemon you've never seen and unique characters. These titles have the hallmark Pokemon story of going to gyms and aiming to become a champion, but there is no set path. So you can go to whichever gym you want to challenge in the order you desire. Furthermore, there are 2 other grand stories beside your pursuit of becoming champion, and many trial and tribulations await you in those stories as well. Please look forward to finding out what kinds of stories they are. So they aren't telling us right now what these stories are. Furthermore, you can freely go back and forth between all 3 stories, allowing your adventure to develop in the way you want it to. Some may want to reach the rank of champion and rush through the gyms, while others may want to adventure at their leisure, at times searching for Pokemon or meeting all sorts of people. Everybody can experience the game they want to. Being able to make your very own story is one of the hallmarks of Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet. So, just off of this information alone, I'm going to make a hypothesis here. This is where it's going to go into a theory craft. We have this gym, we have this bus, we have this energy looking thing. I am thinking that they're going to take a lesson from Sword and Shield, and my biggest critique with Sword and Shield is you cannot enter a single route without having some part of a redundant story forced upon you. Like, listen bro, I just wanted to go and do the gym challenge. I don't care about the freaking Dynamax phenomenon. I could care less about it. It is pretty cool, don't get me wrong, like not hating Sword and Shield that much, but I am hating Hop and Sonya and how the story's forced down your throat when it's like, I'm just trying to get to the next gym, I don't care. Okay? So, gym battle mode, champion rank. You can go to that story and that's all you're going to see. That's my hypothesis. 3 separate adventures. This energy feature on the right, I feel like this is going to be, hey, we want you to investigate this Terrastall energy phenomena. We want to know more about it. We want to know what kinds of types Pokemons can Terrastall evolve into or whatever, Terrastallize into. So we want you to go and investigate this energy. Here's this ball, have at it. I feel like that's going to be independent information from the gym challenge. Like it says, we can blow through the gyms if we want to, then go on the other adventures. Or we can go on the other adventures and then blow through the gyms. I think that's pretty cool. I don't know what the heck this bus is, so I'm excited to find out what that's going to be all about. Hopefully, maybe we can go into different regions or something. I don't know. That's wishful thinking, I think. Aim for the champion rank. The Paldea region has the Pokemon League and a special class of pro-ranked Pokemon trainers who have achieved the champion rank. These trainers have grown with their Pokemon to be able to dazzle audiences with their skills in battles. These are facilities called Pokemon Gyms. There are facilities called Pokemon Gyms in many towns, and the leaders of these gyms are awaiting the challenge of trainers like you and your friends. There is no set path to the gyms. You can purposely seek out a stronger gym leader, or you can simply stop by a gym that happens to be located in a town you came across in your journey. This time, you get to plot your very own path along Victory Road. If you beat all 8 gyms spread across the region and collect their gym badges, you will be able to take on a special test called the Champion Assessment. If you successfully pass the assessment, your strength will be acknowledged and you will be given the champion rank, making you an object of admiration for other trainers. Polish your skills with many Pokemon and trainers, and aim for the glorious champion rank. So I love the fact that this is going to acknowledge once again that we've become champion, kind of similar to how Sword and Shield did. You become champion, there's still some story where they recognize you as such. It's gonna be amazing. Alright everybody, that is going to do it for my analysis on the information presented in the Pokemon trailer. I know we didn't even watch the trailer, but I feel like all of that information was covered pretty accurately in my reaction video. There's not a lot of information that were given about the mechanics of the game and the Pokemon that appear in that trailer. So thank you all so much for watching this video with me. I hope it helped give you a better look at the Paldea region. And if you like this video, please subscribe to help the channel grow. We have been experiencing a lot of growth the last 24 hours, so I am excited to keep that growth up. Keep doing some Pokemon giveaways over on the Discord server as well as here on the YouTube channel. As you can see, if you see some of my other videos, we are giving away some Pokemon still currently, so check those out if you like free shiny Pokemon. Thank you guys once again, and I'll catch you in a future video.